Best view in town. It's strange coming here. Like this.
So this is our actual
Can't
apartment.
imagine what it's like for you. Well, at least Junction Jan's delivered.
We actually got our
Sea
food.
monster fresh from the bay. Flatbread delivery still going strong.
Hell yes.
Not so bad when it's cold. Not that I know anymore.
I love
Help
this.
yourself, I'm good.
But yeah, I saw something a while ago where they were talking about the banners in
Lock
Genshin.
yourself out.
Oh,
How are you gonna... Oh,
we're not going back. What was I saying?
all looks fine from up here.
Yeah, I saw something where it was like the way Genshin was doing their banners, characters that were so far behind the power creep were still being used on like
So
rare
the word
banners
is
and
out.
stuff, or like they weren't even part of the standard banner anymore. Process spreads to 66% of Cloudbank. Unexplained outbreak causes mass relocation efforts across the city. The entire western half of Cloudbank is now offline as central administration scrambles to contain the threat and relocate citizens to designated safe zones. Casualty rates are unknown, though missing person reports cross 100,000 as of this writing. Authorities denied foreknowledge of the epidemic and urged citizens to travel east as soon as possible. Register relocation requests at their local OVC terminals. Comment. Here's listening to the Camerata behind
Whole
this.
town's being held ransom.
Is anyone going to is anyone still even listening? I don't know if it is doing anything, but we're trying.
Can't even see the canals.
Yeah, it has to like sneak them.
Red, I'm starting to...
Much easier without the limiters. Like, my god, man. Amber, Lisa, and Kaya aren't on the event banner rotation anymore. You only get them from the standard banner. So I got an extra copy of Kaya on the 10th banner. Hey, that's good. It does, the Mondstack representation is looking pretty rough now in Genshin.
You know, I never thought much of a high-rise. Far from the water.
Do you like the water?
Then I found out you lived here.
Come now, Mr. Nobody. Speak your mind. Bathing pool. Average simultaneous users 2.3.
Can't even go for a swim because you're stuck with me.
New function file updated though. You need to become a passive. The Camerata knew Officer Jalaford posed a significant threat, as he was one of the only detectives stubborn or determined enough to refuse to accept the administration's non-committal answers about what was going on in Goldwalk. After considering several ideas that might draw the officer out, the Camerata realized they needed only to be patient with him. After all, a forecaster could only predict what was already planned. After Officer Jalaford vanished, the 18th Precinct fabricated a palatable explanation for the public. The officer was approaching retirement age, and together they agreed to rename a quarter of his home district in his honor. Did, Amber, Lisa, and Kaya Oh yeah, when they weren't on the event banner rotation, like they stopped being added in as like the 3 4-star characters that could show up. You're done. You're on my active. You're done. I know that. You need to become passive. Wait. Automatic packets. Wonderful. I don't need it. I'm not gonna use it. We also got our first male leeway character since 1.0. We did recently get a new Mondstadt character recently. One of the guys in that big expedition came back on the Grandmaster's orders. Only his boss drop ascension materials are found in Sumeru. Okay. Yeah, it is weird. Generally, the characters, they have their upgrade materials kept in the region they're from, yeah? Was there an expedition to Sumeru? Because, like, when you say expedition, what comes to my mind is the... Fuck, what was it?
Think anybody else is in here besides me? I've seen no one. But when I look up to where the sky should be, I see you. And I know you can hear me.
I can hear you, sword friend. Backdoor detected. Alright. Where will this take me?
You can hear me, right?
I'm not doing another one of the random tests. What
You
was
know
it?
those
Yeah.
white walls been popping up? I kinda miss those.
You're becoming indoctrinated, sword friend. I don't trust it. But yeah, when you say expedition, I think of like Dragon's Tooth, or whatever it's called. Urgent, immediate response requested. Your input is needed to expedite relief in case of emergency. Let's close. Central Authority urges all individuals to provide relocation preferences as soon as possible. Narrow search, higher quality. We're sorry, your request cannot be completed at this time. Reason.
Try again later.
To Era 26804. All circuits currently busy. Please try again later. Ah yes, in this life or death situation.
Off we go again.
In this life or death situation, please call back at a later time. We're handling a high volume of calls right now. I don't like this.
Maybe they're afraid of heights? That's my star. Could always handle yourself.
Alright, I will pause.
Just fine. I love you so much, Red. You know that, right?
I need more water.
It's true. It's true.
He's back. Smitty has returned.
It's true.
Is the expedition to Sumeru then? That might be what they're insinuating if the upgrade material for that character is in Sumeru. go. Disappearance. The Camerata saw in Mr. Shasberg someone who commanded a significant influence over a young and vibrant sector of the city's population. Mr. Shasberg, for his part, initially mistook the Camerata for an administrative group, and was shocked and disappointed to have been located so easily. His famous escape attempts likewise proved unsuccessful in this particular scenario. Nevertheless, more than 80% of individuals who self-identify as fans of Mr. Shasberg believe that his disappearance was all part of the stunt. The disappearance of this fellow, whose name I've already forgotten. As far as anyone knew, Mr. Tennigan took some personal time as one day his broadcast simply stopped. He never missed a day of broadcasting in his life, and so his listeners, while disappointed, were very understanding, and both happy and concerned for him. A significant majority believe Mr. Tennigan finally took a break, as he often promised he would one day. Since then, Mr. Tennigan's young producer inherited his show. The listenership steadily declined to bottom out at just 22% of Mr. Tennigan's average. There's a fun story with Transistor where I gaslit myself into thinking that I had beaten this game, and I have not. I've seen it played, and I know how it goes, but I haven't actually beaten it myself, if that makes sense. Which, the fun story behind it was, I started playing this game for the first time when I was up in Quebec. I was doing the... what was it? It's called the Frecker program? No, the Explore program, that's what it was. I was doing the Explore program in high school, which was a way for, like, English students to get some experience in a French environment, and also a way for French students to get experience in an English environment. Of course, in my case, I was gone to Quebec because I'm an English speaker, learning French. Process Dragon, dude.
I'm sure it was nothing.
Don't go saying that. Deja vu, I've just been in this place before.
Ragged Towers. Here we go.
Yeah, you know, that is the vibe pretty much, Smitty. There was, who was it? Like, Yogscast Rithian, who is one of my favorite creators just because I like the style of content he does, or used to do. He doesn't do it as much anymore, but I still tune in every now and again. He's a cool dude. I like him. He played Transistor, and I somehow was so invested in watching him play Transistor that I thought I played it.
It's gotta be pretty old.
And I did play it a little bit when I was in Quebec, but, like, I somehow turned, like, 3 hours of playtime into a... Yeah, I definitely played all this game before.
Every time you cast a vote in this town, it gets tallied, sorted, somewhere here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the legal system of this place works. Urgent. List of known process symptoms. Are you or anyone you know experience any of the following?
Another chance to make Cloud Bank a better place.
Forgetfulness?
You never forget.
Remain indoors until help arrives. Good to know.
Seems like you're safe.
What?
I take full credit.
Thank you very much, Swordman. Yeah. Like I mentioned, Transistor was the second game by Supergiant. And I do recommend, if you like Hades, to give, like, Transistor and Bastion especially a try. Like, Pyre is fun. I do really enjoy Pyre, but it is very different from the others. Though I do think that Supergiant went on record when they were discussing Hades that what they did learn from Pyre was, like, the want to do stories that progress beyond single interactions. Because Bastion and Transistor, very good game. And there is an overarching story to them both.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
Would you look at the time?
What the sweet fuck are you?
Is that what's doing this to me?
Maybe? I'm not sure, man.
Don't mind us. us.
So you kind of Mandela affected yourself. I think that is what I did, yeah. I call it I gaslit myself. I guess Mandela effect would also work.
Back there. I think that was just the tail.
Well, we have a big issue approaching us.
Where'd everybody go?
Decorative pool. Unauthorized swim 17.
If I was the size of that thing, I wouldn't hide from anybody.
You know, fair. Yeah. I think, like, from seeing Transistor, like, the way you move and stuff, there is some, like, visual similarities to Hades. But, like, where was I? Right. So, Bastion and Transistor, both of them have silent protagonists. Like, Bastion, you play the kid. Transistor, you play Red. And the way the story is told is through the perspective of those around you. You don't really make choices apart from, like, you know, you choose your upgrade path, you choose, like, your gear, you choose to use the limiters or not. Which the limiters, they have a different word in, like, every Supergiant game. There's always some form of,
Nowhere
like,
to go but up. The process took care of everything behind us.
wonderful. There's always, like, something. There's, like, in this game, it's the limiters. In Hades, it's the Pact of Punishment. In Bastion, it's the... Jeez, what is it? The idols, that's what it is. Like, the idol of the gods. I forget what it is in Pyre. They do have another limiter system, but I forget what it's called. But it does the same thing regardless. Like, you know, for a little bit of extra challenge in the game, get a little more experience, get a little bit more currency, if the game has currency, that type of stuff. But Bastion and Transistor have a lot more moment-to-moment storytelling. Pyre is a game where you have a lot more characters that you interact with on, like, a regular basis, and they have stories that kind of, like, you get pieces of their story here, you get pieces of their story there, you bounce from one part of their story to another part of the story to a later part of the game. And I'm pretty sure Supergiant went on record that they enjoyed doing Pyre because the storytelling experiments that they did in Pyre helped them in developing the story of Hades, and the more, you know, like, you're following more stories across runs in Hades than you would do in, you know, in, like, Transistor or Bastion. So Pyre is very much like the black sheep of the Supergiants games, but it's still a very fun game. I like it. It's very unique. I'm just going invisible for this real quick.
See that spine? Excuse us. Pardon us.
Quite fascinating. I didn't know any of that before, so I thank you for illuminating me on the subject. I mean, hey, if I can't talk about it while half drunk, when am I gonna talk about it? You know? This is very much like that. You walk into a bar and somebody's talking about stuff that they really like, but it's like, man, I do not know what he's saying, and I don't know if he knows what he's saying. It's a little bit like that. The disappearance of Lillian Platt. Miss Platt never learned the truth about her vanished friend, although in a brief moment she did learn the truth about the unusual phenomenon. To the Camerata, Miss Platt was more of a meddler than an opportunity, one of a scarce few who held some knowledge of their movements. When the time came, they made sure that they were nowhere near her last known location. According to OVC, Miss Platt has been missing for more than 2 weeks, and the trail has gone cold. Instances of foul play have occurred less than once a year on average for the last 10 years. The authorities have not yet ruled it out in this case. File complete. I'm also glad I wasn't merely hallucinating when I recognized the art style. In vino veritas, no one said the truth would be clear. Okay, in vino veritas, does that mean, like... Okay, maybe you did just say exactly what it means, but, like, I know in French, vin, like, V-I-N, is a word for wine. So, like, in vino veritas, that mean, like, in truth, you find... in alcohol, you find truth? Is that actually what that means, or am I now tripping and hallucinating? I don't remember where it is, but there's like... I never remember which country it was, but there's a country... I don't know if it's like Arabia or the Ottomans or like Iran or Iraq, but it's somewhere in that region. No, it's Turkey. It's Turkey, that's where it is.
The Camerata and they're pulling the strings.
In Turkey there's a saying of like, any idea should be discussed twice, once while sober, once while drunk. If it makes sense in both contexts, it's a good idea. Latin in Wine Truth. There we go. I understand enough French to know Latin in very specific context. Monstrosity attacks Bracket Tower. Eyewitness reports confirm presence of a massive organism in downtown Cloudbank. A huge serpentine creature was seen clinging to Bracket Tower south in the high-rise district early this morning. Amid spreading panic and devastation caused by the process outbreak ravaged the city, administration warns that the creature is extremely dangerous and to be avoided at all costs. The 18th Precinct is launching a full-scale effort to draw the creature away from populated centers. Any residents remaining in high-rise are urged to leave the area immediately. I think I've heard that one before. Oh, the Turkish thing? The Turkish thing? Hey, it's me. Are you still there? Answer me.
What? You always have a plan.
I don't know if there's a plan for this one, Sword. But yeah, I won't say it's like a common saying.
Hello.
What the fuck are you doing?
How'd you get in there?
I'm very curious about that. Structural integrity, 77%.
This tower isn't going anywhere. You hear that? Spine?
Spine? Is that what we're calling this tentacle thing? It's now spine?
Know what I hate worse than stairs? Nothing. Right now, nothing. You know, I have a theory.
I want to hear your theory.
About what's come over me.
Dead me.
I think what's causing this.
Oh no, they upgraded the fetch. Hunting cloak. Oh no, it's invisible. I can't even attack it while it's breached. Damn it. But on my own. Can't stop me.
It's big. Real big. It's one.
Ah, there's two fetches. Damn it. I'm not even gonna be able to fully get one. No, I can get it. Just barely. Not even.
It's like closer it gets, farther apart we are.
I'm getting it. I mean, being able to have like a regular attack that is available outside of turn. It's very good.
Hey, why'd you stop?
I gotta level it, that's why. Look at this one. New function. Get. Memory +4, +1 passive, +1 upgrade. I'm going for more memory, because I have a lot of things that I want more stuff for. But yeah, like, I don't think it's a common saying, but like, it's an interesting enough saying that it's pretty memorable.
Don't bother, just...
Database corrupted. We're sorry, this terminal has suffered an unknown problem and needs to restart. Restarting. File not
move it will be worse than this terminal.
Report a problem. We're sorry, your request cannot be completed at this time.
I doubt they'll get the memo.
Error 26804, all circuits currently busy. Please try again later. Fair enough.
Hey, where's the spy?
back there, and we're getting away from it.
There it is again.
Are we sure that's just a tail?
Almost.
Bracket Tower's gondola. Auxiliary power true. We're going up, 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 up
Hey,
in a
Wanna
gondola.
hear a funny joke?
I love jokes. Tell me a joke.
What's the difference?
Oh,
Never mind.
time for jokes, apparently. The spine. Crush attempts 12. That's not good.
Tell you later.
Can it get me while I'm cloaked? It's doing its best, that's for sure.
Are we there yet?
Are we? I don't think so.
Red, wait. Please be.
I'm gonna be careful, don't you worry. Wait, I have a bunch of new memory. What am I doing? Alright. What can I upgrade? What can I do with what? That on there. Strong versus distant targets. Saw that there. Faster cooldown. There we go. Wonderful. Slide net. Fully charged as we can be. Memory is raring to go. What the fuck are you?
Oh dear. I can't.
The spine. Oh. The spine will not retreat when confronted.
Losing. Losing.
This is a funky creature. Oh. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know why this is all this fun. Almost getting it. How did I lose? Overload and crash like this? I have to go inside of it? Fuck. There's someone working for now. Good hunting, Conrad. Hey, thank you for the work. Happy to have you, Smitty. And I hope whatever you're doing turns out well. I don't think I'm gonna be up for much longer anyways. I think there's like one more Camerata boss. Well, there's 4 Camerata bosses. I want to try and beat the second one. So that way I can get about half the game done today. 17 beats per minute. That's a big creature right there. Would it have just like regenerated if I hadn't done that?
Oh, hi. Thanks for whatever you did back there. Among other things.
Some sweet.
No way. Know where we are?
Where are we?
We're here.
That doesn't narrow it down, buddy.
This should lead up to the concourse.
What is the concourse? Tell me, please. I need to know, man.
They're letting us walk right in.
Come
Looks
closer.
like you got a message there.
Private message.
Greetings from the Camerata.
From Kendrell Asher. Welcome, Red.
It's really you. Come all this way. I never had a chance to introduce myself. I'm Asher. But you've come for Grant. Good. I'd let you up, it's just we're stuck. Walled ourselves in. Precautionary measure. So they won't be joining us here either. I better go. Grant needs me.
Hope you're not buying this garbage.
I feel like I know that voice from somewhere, but I can't place it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Thanatos, actually.
At least we know they're here. We'll find them. Maybe they'll be cordial. We sincerely regret any inconvenience our actions may have caused you.
I doubt that.
Here's your voice back. Here's your body. Have a nice day.
Well, that would be really nice of them if they did.
Wish I had my own elite club. Special uniform, secret handshake, private meetings, big plans. You want in? Think about it. Standing offer. Bailey Gilland worked admin up in high-rise. That's a lot of privileged info.
Ooh. Oh, gender. X. Wait. Miss Bailey Gillan was never one to follow the pack. Due to a variety of social challenges she experienced early on, she to care much more about the past than about the future. While this preoccupation at first made her reclusive as a person, in time it flourished as an invaluable skill, put her at the forefront of a movement to fundamentally rework the city's outdated and incomplete archival system. Then one day, Miss Jalan received a message from her local admin branch, giving her a pre-approved opportunity to be head of the city archives. She accepted on the spot. Alright. I don't have any close range things anymore. If I take John's, I can at least use that to get away and then use my other things to keep things at range. This I can put on there. I mean, then at least that can kind of serve as a melee ability. Like, dash in and just get her done. There we go.
Ready here.
OVC terminal.
Why are they even here?
Private message from Kendro Asher.
When everything changes, nothing changes. That's the Camerata's creed, our mission. We love our city the way it is. We didn't want to see it fade because someone out there didn't like the color of the sky. Everything we did, everything we're doing, is for Cloudbank.
Liar.
I don't believe you at all.
He's lying. Why wouldn't he be?
I mean, just because he has a cat doesn't mean he's truthful. What the
Storage archives. We'll just take a peek. Somewhere in here there's a file on everyone in town. Safe and secure.
So we bit fucked up. Entire database.
Hey boys.
Oh, Creep 3.0. Gravity beams?
What's gotten into these creeps? How about this? Till next time. Which I'm thinking will be pretty soon.
Oh, they will keep coming, don't you worry. Consultation. Miss Jalan's propensity to look at and find truth in historic fact patterns made her excel at evaluating possible decisions about the future. She was well regarded for her objectivity and fairness. Anytime a new civic initiative was proposed, Miss Jalan could cite relevant historical data that put the initiative into context, and ultimately let those involved move forward with confidence. She became one of the administration's top consultants. So, in spite of her demeanor, she was not surprised when she received an invitation to a private banquet in honor of individuals who gave the most to Cloudbank. Alright, we have Crash back. I want Crash. Okay, that one's fully funked. That one's fully developed. Working on that one. I think most of these just have to be passives now and they'll be fully decrypted.
Yours truly. Guess I'm not supposed to be here. Not that anyone else is. So they got any dirt on me?
Nope. Nothing, man. Got a good, clean history. Or you just know how to scrub it clean. Either way, good for you. Alright.
Curves around toward the back.
down this way.
There's something. Probably all sorts of dirt on the Camerata tucked away around here.
I just don't know how to access it, unfortunately.
Straight ahead. What do they even want with all?
Oh, new cheerleaders. Self-shield.
That'll show them.
Okay. So these cheerleaders are only temporarily shielded themselves. So that means that I have small windows to get in there and make sure they don't get out. Big boom.
Who else?
Steady empty. Disappearance. Miss Galan's surprise came later when she arrived at the site of the banquet and discovered the event was only in her honor. That's not a banquet at all. The Camerata identified Miss Galan as having a wealth of knowledge about the city's inner workings and an agreeable, non-confrontational attitude, which gave her success in her professional interactions. Miss Galan led a very private life and had no significant interests outside of work. So when she failed to show up for her duties one day, her colleagues were very troubled, found no leads as to her whereabouts. She never told anyone of the banquets. Alright. There we go. This is a good power set.
Some kind of break room up there.
Oh, privacy rating 100%.
Guess if you're gonna spend hours poring over files or running half across town, eventually you're gonna need a break. Go ahead, it's open. Pretend I'm not here.
You have a bathroom break. Wonderful. Wash up. It's hard work.
Just hurry back.
He doesn't want to be left alone.
Good? Good.
Feeling good, feeling fresh, feeling ready to go.
We're on the top level. Oldest archives. Photo wall.
What the fuck is this? Uncertainty generator. Oh, I hate this.
They're trying to get in your head.
Nothing good. Probably.
Well, let's see what we can find up here.
Disappearance. Timestamp on subject's integration coincides with timestamps of previous authenticated user relinquishing access and control. Although subject's trace data was corrupted during integration, nonetheless such data has its uses. It consequently derives a suitable function. Subject's trace data remains disjointed and cannot be recovered. Damn, okay. Install that as an upgrade. Back into it we go.
Unplugged. Found something. Bulls. Excuse us. That's that.
I really want Crash back. Like, I don't have any other melee skills. I need a good melee skill to get through this. I have gallery top shelf.
Town's past. It's all on the books. Getting wiped out.
Why?
Should be some kind of override.
Disappearance of Red. The Camerata found her one night once the crowds disappeared after one of her performances. They reasoned to believe that she would be alone, rehearsing said new material. But she was not alone, and the presence of another individual disrupted aspects of the Camerata's plan for the night. Red survived the incident, becoming separated from the Camerata due to these unforeseen events on their part. Though her trace data remains intact, partial transfer did occur, including transfer of ownership status of something that Camerata believed theirs. So is that every one of these files fully discovered now? I believe so. Oh, that one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. So yeah, all these files are fully decoded. Wonderful. 10 files decoded. Happy to see it.
That one.
There will be viral override one of two.
Knew it. Should be another one just like this on the side
Please
of the
contact an
tower.
authorized administrator and maintenance or archive wings to release lift override 2. Thanks. Alright, so you get.
Let's get back to the concourse.
Okay.
Let's check across the hall.
Never simple with this shit.
Still shut tight. First set of locks are down low. They've come
People of
forward.
Cloud Bank, we did this.
To the
We,
people of Cloud Bank. We did this. We, the Camerata, are responsible for inexcusable crimes committed against this city and her citizens. This is a formal admission of guilt. I solemnly swear everything written here is true. Know that I am responsible for these heinous acts perpetrated against the city of Cloud Bank. My accomplices are Sybil Rise, Royce Brackett, and Grant Kendrill. We alone are to blame. Perhaps our worst sin is you will get no justice. For now, we all share the same sentence.
What have they done?
what were you trying to do if not this? That's honestly what I'm curious about. Like, what was the plan here?
The other override ought to be in here.
Like, what were they trying to do? And was this a logical progression or a extreme
Count of 3.
fuck up?
3. These guys.
Oh, new weeds. Spawns other weeds.
More cropping up whenever you hit them. Solid.
That,
Cleared them out.
done. Ah, come on. Give me like 6 more percent. I'm almost at a level up.
Moving right along. Gotta be something we can use in here. Not what I had in mind. Clucker's packing something new.
Wait, when did the Cluckers get a 2.0? Turn Disruptor.
right then.
There we go, level 8. Hell
We're getting there.
Call. Ooh. Seeking parasite dismantles a target from within. You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. Take Purge. And go with new passive slot. And I'll grab this one. I'm not gonna use it.
Where
I'll pick
to?
it up.
Max Darcy gave him Fashion Week to get caught up in all this.
Wait, Maximilius Darcy. Wasn't that... Yeah, there it is. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt left following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darcy. Well, I kind of figured he would show up here eventually, but yeah, that's how that story ended. Add a passive there. Try it out as a passive for now.
This isn't what they wanted.
The process, those things, they don't answer to us anymore. They don't answer to anyone. We thought maybe we could stop them without the transistor. As you can see, that isn't going well. Though I suppose you're not about to just hand it over, are you? After all we've done.
You'd still have it if not for me. Why did you attack me?
Round and round. Backstage access. Not now.
Oh. Spawn bad cells.
Not happening, lady. Lady's making more trouble. Glad that wasn't me. They can take a hit now.
No way for you to behave with madam.
They want to tear us apart. Maybe that's all they want.
Not everyone wears the Darcy brand. However, 2 years ago, more than 56% of individuals between the age of 16 and 42 showed interest in or complimented someone wearing Mr. Maximilius Darcy's clothing. The self-styled Cloudbank clothier became a fashion icon in his early 20s, introduced to the world a garment line that boldly eschewed formal tradition. Not only that, so prolific was his work that seemingly everyone in Cloudbank, in reality it was only 8% of the population at the time, found garments that spoke to them as individuals. In spite of this, all was not well in Mr. Darcy's life. Okay, well, I gotta move this to, like, go for, like, here.
That's 2.
Details.
Big door downstairs ought to be open now.
Concourse level rooftop gondolas online. Please contact the author.
Take us straight to
Administrator
Asher
and
and Grant's
AC
hideout on the
security
roof.
precaution. Okay. Bye.
No jumping in the lift, okay?
No promises.
Hit the beach. Looks like Grant has other visitors. Well, we're not waiting. Hands off, jerk.
Jerk 3.0 towing beam.
Direct approach shot.
On it. Oh, he's still alive. You're not supposed to be alive.
Okay, now's our chance. This is it. Hey, something I've been meaning to tell you. Once this is over, maybe there's still time to skip town. Think about it. Standing offer. Okay, deep breath.
Right, let's get going.
Let's give him our best.
In private, Mr. Darcy suffered from certain dependencies he believed were the source of his talent, or rather the source of his inspiration. Unfortunately, he was correct in this assessment. When he decided to come forward and wean himself from these dependencies, after initial public outpouring of support, his career started to falter. His ideas came less quickly, or he could not act on them as quickly. And so, against the wishes of his closest confidant and partner, he resumed his old habits. It was then that Mr. Darcy met certain individuals professing knowledge of his condition, invited him to participate in an experiment that could cure him without compromise. Believing he had little to lose, Mr. Darcy decided it was worth a shot.
Next up.
Rooftop access. Where are we going now?
What?
Oh.
Cowards.
They dead?
Left you a note. They were close. Grant went first. Asher followed suit. Didn't want to end up like Sybil.
Cowards. Both of you.
When Once they lost the transistor, they lost control of the process. The Camerata let these things in. Must like it better here than wherever they come from. So that's it.
Private message from Kendrell Asher.
I couldn't stay to meet with you in person. Grant, he couldn't wait any longer. Why he would leave me? I'd sooner take an eternity in the Transistor. But he was no longer seeing straight. Or perhaps he'd decided he'd seen enough. We knew the stakes of what we wanted to accomplish. And we knew that if we were to fail, we would do so together. As one. See you in the country.
See you in the country.
What are you gonna do now? Hey there, remember me? Guy you killed the other day? Let me be the first to welcome you to your new home. You fake. Wake up, buddy. Got some questions for you. How do we stop this? Fairview. How are we supposed to get all the way over there? Oh.
Cowards. They also have functions?
Camerata. There's one left.
Break the glass.
Jump for it. We're not gonna fall.
We have 3/4 of the Camerata in the Transistor now.
Guess I was wrong about them. The Camerata wanted things to change. For good. But not like this. They got greedy. Grant and the others. Only one left. He's gotta know something. Out there somewhere in Fairview. We're making good time. But look at this town. Its time is up. Your stage. We get to Fairview. We can stop this.
I'm just checking something. Okay. So there is like... There's one big section, another big boss left in this. I wanted to check that before I get into it. Because it is 1:30. Alcohol is definitely hitting me. So I'm going to find an access point and save. That's what I'm going to do now. First we get back to the edge of town. Then we make way for Fairview. Last member of the Camerata will be waiting. Where do I go? Ah, down here.
Hey, Red. We got a full house. Ever get the feeling? Yeah. Probably getting his friends.
In memory
That
of
thing on.
Red 27.
They think you're-
Mourned as process toll
What a
client.
mess.
Vigil held for popular musician after she vanished in the week's catastrophic outbreak. One of Cloudbank's most influential voices has gone silent
Kind
amid
words,
the
though.
process epidemic spreading through the city unchecked. Red became active as a musician from a young age, though her popularity surged in recent years, as her songs consistently charted in the top 10th percentile for the past 5 years according to OVC data. While Red is but one of thousands of appearances this week, thousands more gathered to honor her life and her music on the eastern perimeter, as the sound of her voice cut through the darkness. Okay.
I think you're right. Of course. Of course I do. Red,
There has to be a way to get you out of there.
we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yes, we will.
Gotta retrace our steps. Get to where you found me.